Morning all, it's Ashley here from Fat Dad TV. Hope you're all doing well. So it's day after the first vlog, which I'm really happy with actually. It went out last night quite late because I just first time doing editing, first time putting a video together, so it just took some time. I made some real errors, some things I'm really happy with, some things I'm definitely going to learn from. So just watching back the actual live kind of feedback that when I was after finishing my run just beforehand talking about it, I really enjoyed the way it all came together. I thought it was quite nice, and the information I needed to get out there was all in there. But the stuff around that, where I'm just at home filming, like I said, I had a few issues where I did record that on a more advanced camera and it did look better, but I didn't get the lighting right, missed out a few bits of information, and by the end of the day I had to just get something out there to go with the video because I didn't want to be late on the promise of the first video. So if I'm honest, the way that came out I wasn't happy with. The quality of the camera wasn't good, and I wasn't very enthusiastic. I was kind of just sitting there because it was late at that point. So for that, you know, it's a bit of a shame, but what that means is I just got to learn from it. You know, I've got to get better at doing it, making sure that I'm fit into a schedule, and that I'm not putting myself in a position where I'm having to put out poorly rushed content just because I've committed to a date. So but nonetheless, like I said, overall I'm quite happy with it as the first attempt. I'm looking to kind of improve that week in, week out, finding more things to do so that I've got more excuses to film, get you guys involved, show you guys what I'm doing. So today is the start of that. It's Monday, but it's a bank holiday, which means day off, which is always good. And to start off the day quite early, I'm going to be on the golf course. Something that I don't do enough. Really enjoy golf, play it when I can, but to be honest, it's more of a luxury, and we always, in terms of time and so on, spending it, you know, more importantly with the family, I find that I always take that as a priority. So looking forward to getting out on the golf course today, hitting some balls, trying to just relax, not take it too seriously. It does have some level of cardio fitness to it as well. Carry the bag on my back, which weighs, I guess, a fair amount, especially with water bottles in there as well. And the distance is quite long. I'll get the exact figures in terms of what that is, and my app will tell me later on, you know, what the distance is. So for me, that's quite good after doing Saturday's running, and then today just being out and active. It just means that I'm doing something. I'm not just sitting at home on a bank holiday, either hungover or tired, which I normally am. So that should be good. So I'm over at Lingfield. If you don't know, it's a really nice golf complex near Gatwick Airport. I come here quite often when I can with my dad. That's who I'm playing with again today. So hopefully I can film some shots for you guys. I can try to film some activity, try to get some scenic view, shots as well. That, you know, that's obviously quite nice, and hopefully it comes out well as part of the weekly vlog. I may go to 2 a week if I find I have enough content, but for now I'm going to stay at 1 a week, I think. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later and wish me luck. Halfway through the round, had a really good start actually, except for the last 2 holes. Let myself down some high scores, which is not what I want to be doing. I'm probably playing some of the best golf I've played, tidy golf. but now I have to go ball hunting. You certainly work up a sweat, even though it's a kind of an overcast day. It's still around 19 degrees. As you can see, I'm carrying my clubs on my back, so yeah, it's good. It's a hilly course as well, so it's a good little bit of cardio. But yeah, it's nice to be out. Hi guys, it's Ashley here, Fat Dad TV. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to Wednesday. So Tuesday was a bit of a wipeout for me actually. Ended up being ill, so being in bed for most of the day. So really there is no content, no information to share with you. So unfortunately this week will be a bit shorter. But anyhow, so finished work today. Decided to obviously go to the gym and have a nice workout. But I didn't want to get on a crowded tube to get there. So as I said in my vlog, I had opportunities to go to different version gyms across the London area. Depending on where I'm going to before or after. And today I'm going to cross to Mansion House, which is near Cannon Street Bankway, and if you know London geography, I'm in Shoreditch, so that's kind of south from here, so I decided to do it in style. So I'm getting on one of these bad boys. Obviously I won't be filming as I'm going along, as it's dangerous. The streets of London are always very, very busy. Got quite lucky though, because I'm on this one here. As you can see, these are all the dots. And there is just 3 left, so got quite lucky. People obviously now bringing them in. So going to head over there now, and I'll catch you on the other side. Easy as that. So I finished with my bike. So I'm down at Cannon Street now, actually Queen Street, which is about 1.5 miles from my office. But to be honest, it only takes about 10 minutes on the bike, even with the kind of stop-start nature of the London roads. So yeah, so it's good. It's a nice little workout. Gets me warmed up, I guess, for my gym session, which is good. So I'm not too hot, just a little bit on the legs, especially because you keep stopping at the lights, and those bikes are not light. They are heavy bikes, so a little bit more of a workout than like if you're used to going on a lighter bike, for example. So plan today is to do just using my body weight on mats, and I probably could do some of this at home, but being in and around the gym, being around like-minded people who are working out kind of maybe will motivate me as well a little bit. That's the plan anyway. So so get in there, I need to get changed, and obviously get going. Try to film some of it as well, which will be good. And the reason I'm starting off with this is it hopefully will just build a bit of strength, a bit of confidence in myself before I start on any weight stuff. So I want to do a little bit more reading and understanding of weights and how best to use them. The thing that I have learned just from reading online and stuff is that if the weights that you're picking up are too heavy, and when I say too heavy, it's not that you literally can't pick them up. It's that, say if you're doing 12 reps, if you're getting to the last 4 and you're completely losing form to the point where it's too heavy, and you're having to then lean in or do something a bit different to get that weight up, then you're using muscles that you shouldn't be to be doing the task, and therefore that's not good for you. That's something that I have learned a little bit. So that's one thing, and the other is obviously if you've not enough weight on it, you're not working your muscles at all. So I need to understand that a little bit more. I want to get it right first time. I don't want to be being concerned and getting it wrong. But I've literally just got to the gym. Right, so that's done. Yeah, hopefully it comes out right. I had to balance my phone against the wall. There was no mirrors in there, and because there was a few classes on, there was limited kind of free floor space. What you probably would have seen from that, from what I was doing, was that I could have quite easily have done that from home, as I said kind of beforehand. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be around other people, so that kind of pushing myself, not being lazy. It's all these different things, kind of motivation, really, I guess, is what I'm trying to get out of it. And I'm quite surprised how much that worked me, if I'm honest. I've obviously been to the gym far too many times and just flirted around on the machines, not really pushing myself, just kind of ticking them off, saying I've done them. And today I hit no machines, apart from running at the start, just to kind of get my heart rate up a bit. And I'm out of breath, and my arms ache, and I'm having to hold this phone up, and it really isn't that easy, I promise. So ultimately that was actually harder than I thought it was going to be, and all it was using my own body weight. All of that, 3 sets of 30 seconds on each part. I found the push-ups really hard. As you'll notice, I only got 5 in each time, but I'm not embarrassed to admit that. I think you got to start somewhere. If that's my starting point, that's fine. So the plan is to do that 2 days a week, either in the gym, or if say it's I can't get to the gym, I can do that at home, which is great. Yeah, tomorrow I'm heading off to Kensington, which is where Danny works, my brother-in-law, and I'm going to utilise some of the space there to do some stuff kind of by myself. There won't be anyone really around. There's some different challenges that come with that, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be tomorrow night. Obviously the only thing that comes with all of this, it's already getting dark, and obviously the nights are getting closer, and it is quite late now, so I'm still going to get home, I'm still going to eat. I haven't changed that part yet. I've still got to work out the best way, but I'm going to be hungry. I'm hoping that it won't be too late. It'll be interesting to see what people's thoughts are that do watch this. I'm going to be eating about 8:30 tonight. I had some really good feedback from the video that I did post on Sunday. I think there's obvious areas where the video is quite boring, just standing around or sitting around in the bedroom kind of doing the introduction. But as I said before, I felt like that was needed just to put some context around what I'm doing. I think I'm still understanding what I'm doing, still developing it and coming up with ideas, but I've got some really exciting things that I'd like to do. Some of them do include kind of time off and money, so they kind of will come along as and when. Others is more about planning and getting the shot right and organising it correct. So it'd be really good if people could put some feedback on the videos, things that they like, things that they didn't like as well. I really want people to be honest, because it's the only way that I'm going to be able to grow. And honestly, I'm so motivated to do this. Like I said, from a personal point of view, today's gym workout, I could see myself on the camera because I had it in kind of selfie mode, and I'm kind of making sure that I'm working as hard as my body will allow me to go at that stage. So these videos, even if people watch them just to see if I'm staying committed to what I'm doing, it just means so much to me. So I'm really excited. I was quite happy with the amount of views that this video got. I know it was only I think at this point it's at about 95 views, which is, not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but in my eyes it's 100 pairs of eyes, or my wife watching it 99 times and one other person, whichever it is. Yeah, we're both quite self-conscious. We're both quite conscious of what goes into the food. Kirsty's the person that's driven that. She's the person that makes sure that we eat healthy, we eat well. Like I said, majority of our food doesn't have any added content to it, so she puts a lot of effort into cooking us healthy homemade food. And we don't have snacks in the house. We don't have bags of crisps or chocolate bars or biscuits. At the weekend we might have some biscuits and they'll go over the weekend, but that's really it. I really am thinking that it's one of two things for me. It's potentially the amount of carbohydrates that I have, but I feel maybe a balance of now gym and so on with carbohydrates, that's going to be okay. And I think the second is probably, again, I think it's the time that I eat. But again, hoping, with burning throughout the day, that it's going to change. Now I have ended up somewhere quite special to me, so I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys. Golden Hind ship. Now the reason this is really quite an important ship for me is I have an exact replica of this. I mean, this is a replica. This isn't the real thing. This is a replica of Golden Hind. And there is, I'll show you the front. That's the front of the boat. It's in dry dock. And actually you can stay on it. So I've actually been on there and slept overnight on this ship. And those bells that you can hear from the cathedral over there do actually wake you up. But yeah, you basically live the experience of 24 hours of being on a ship. That was the reason it is important to me. Still, I have a replica of that ship, which is obviously not the same size as that. It was something that my granddad, Sydney, who my daughter's named after, he built for me when I don't think I was old enough to play with it. I think, or he handed it down to me. It was one or the other. It was even before I was born. And he was an amazing craftsman when it comes to things like that. But he actually he did it all completely by hand and without actually ever seeing the real thing or coming here, purely from photos. And the level of detail that he put into it was exceptional. I used to play with it as a kid. Obviously I used to be really careful with it because it is fragile, but it had the cannons on it. It had absolutely everything, the sails. And I kind of, I'm really, so that's really special to me. So it's quite nice actually, just kind of, because I've come the wrong way, because I wasn't paying attention, I've ended up kind of seeing something which enables me to remember him, which is nice. So I guess that's quite nice, that's always there. I can come down. I look forward to bringing Sydney here. You probably can't even hear me now, because I'm by, I think it's Southwark Cathedral. So just London's tallest building. It's pretty incredible actually. See, that's not something which I had thought I had to contend with, but I guess at the same time, being someone that's kind of always been in London, you have your wits about you. So I don't know if it's actually going to be on the footage, and I'll look at it. As I was filming that last piece where I had the shark behind me, a suspicious guy behind me, and I think he was getting ready to snatch my phone, and I kind of realised at the last second, so I kind of had it up here, and I turned around, and he's like then looking in the drains and all this stuff. I don't think you need to be looking in the drains, so I guess I need to be more careful. This is obviously new. I've got my phone out in broad daylight, kind of out in front of me. I'm kind of advertising it, so I need to be a bit more careful with that. Man, why do people have to be like that? It's still other people's stuff. It's just bewilders me. But anyhow, the view even from here is even better. So I don't know what time of my train is, but let's see if I can get a good shot here. Should I do a stair run up that one? I think you can actually do the stair run, which is something I've done before up a different tower, which you can't see from here, but it's within that group over there. That's that there's Tower 42. That's a new one on the left, but so Tower 42 is the next one I'll be doing, hopefully. But anyhow, let's go and see if I can get on the train. Good morning. It's Thursday, and a new day is here. Apart from my eyes obviously looking a little bit puffy this morning, I'm feeling really good. I had a good night's kip. I think about 8 hours in the end. My body's hurting a little bit, but in all the right places, which means I'm kind of working my muscles. And yeah, like I said, it's Thursday. The good thing about it being a Thursday is there's 2 days left in the work week, and also only 4 days until the next post on YouTube, the next vlog comes out for you guys. So I'm really excited about this one. The first one was really just kind of getting the feelers out there, but I do think, and especially from feedback, the my park run piece was quite interesting. So this week, there's going to be 3 or 4 pieces of content with me doing stuff and kind of talking about it. So hopefully it's going to fill out a more interesting vlog for this week. So yeah, I'm ready to get on with the day. I still think I need to find a way to condense the time in the gym. I certainly didn't make the most of it, in the sense that I didn't get in until 9 o'clock. I'm finishing work at 6, it's way too long. So I need to find a way to kind of reduce that time. The thing is, like having a shower and stuff as well, I could probably lose some easy time there. The simple fact is I don't want to get on the tubing or smell it. So yeah, I'm not going to change that. But one thing you must always do is prepare yourself the night before. So it allowed me to sleep in a bit more this morning because I showered at the gym last night. I could just get up and get dressed. So shirt ironed, gym stuff packed, lunch made, and then literally put it on my bag. I was able to get out of the house in kind of 20 minutes this morning, which makes such a difference to catching up on a bit of sleep if you need, or if you actually can, and then take a longer walk to work, get up at a tube station 1 stop earlier and walk as well. So that's the tip. Anyway, I'm at my office, so I better go, but I'll catch you guys later. So finally the work day is over. Had a really good day today, got a lot done, called a lot of prospective clients, and yeah, so it was a productive day, but I'm feeling really energised still, which is really good. So the plan is, as I mentioned this morning, I'm supposed to be heading off to Kensington to see Danny, and we were going to do a workout together. Unfortunately, Danny's had to leave a little bit earlier due to other circumstances which are out of his control. So I'm still going to head over there, just purely because he's got a room sorted out for me to go into and be able to use, and it's great for kind of filming as well. So instead of getting on the tube, so anyone that knows London, I'm on the east side of London in Shoreditch at the minute, and where I'm going to is in Kensington, which is completely the other side of London. So the quickest way is essentially to jump on the tube. The idea for me is actually to try to kind of wrap the commute into my fitness as well. So I'm not having to do as much stuff in the gym. So that's probably utilising time slightly better. So I'm on one of the trusty Santander bikes, and I'm going to hit across London, 6.5 miles. I know London pretty well. So I do have a sat nav on my phone, obviously, which is linked into my iWatch. So that will give me some instructions that I can do safely. So I'm just going to go across there now. Take about 40 minutes, get me in a good bit of cardio as well. So that's the plan. And yeah, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Right. So first lesson. That is not something that you want to be doing in church houses. The only reason I don't wear my gym stuff on the way to the gym is I don't want to wrinkle up my shirt for when I get changed afterwards. I don't want to get onto the tube all hot and sweaty. So I like to have a shower. The problem with that is I've just cycled from Shoreditch. I've just reached the gym, which is just over here. The problem with that is I'm all hot and sweaty because it was about, I think it's just below 10 kilometres. I think it was 9.9 kilometres or something like that, which I'm really pleased with. It took 39 minutes. I didn't actually use a sat nav at all. I just cycled the whole way. Kind of used my knowledge of London, so I couldn't tell you the exact roads from here to there, but I know what comes next, if that makes sense. So from Shoreditch, I need to get down to towards Bank, and then when I know I'm not somewhere near Bank, near St Paul's, so through Barbican, and then when I know I'm there, I then need to head towards Holborn, and then down towards Buckingham, to Trafalgar Square, and then through the park, and so on. So it's kind of step by step. I'm really proud I kind of done it without having to stop at all. Obviously I did stop at lights and so on, because I'm a good cyclist. I have the right etiquette. Unlike not all of them, and I have to say, a lot of lights people just whiz through. I just think it's stupid. But anyhow, so I've literally just got to the gym now. I'm going to brave the stairs to the top because it's a long way up. My legs are hurting, so the plan is just to get in here, get changed really quick, get into the room,
and I'm just going to do some stuff with some light weights, just mess about, see what I can do. Not promising myself to go through any real routine because I'm learning today, just trying to get a feel for stuff, and that's why I'm pleased I'm in a room by myself, so I don't feel conscious about people looking at me and wondering what I'm doing and being that person that then gets on viral on the internet because someone else has filmed me doing some weird movement that just is wrong. So that gives me opportunities, so hopefully I can film that for you guys and it comes out well. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Wow. Okay, I enjoyed that. Now, I don't know how it will look when from the camera, but I think it's quite clear that I didn't really have a set pattern. So yesterday's workout, something that I kind of read online, written it down, made sure I followed it. But so today was more about, I was in that whole room by myself. One of the gentlemen did come in later, he was on the other side and he was on the punch bag. But I was able to kind of express myself in the sense of trying things that normally I'd go, oh, I don't want to do that in case I do it wrong or look stupid, which I probably do anyway. And ironically, I'm going to be posting it on YouTube for however many people want to end up watching it, which is more than what people are in the gym at any one time, hopefully. So that's the irony in it, but there's no one there at the time, and I can cut out the really embarrassing bits if I want to. For example, do the skipping rope. Now I've seen Danny do it in a video. It looked really easy. Nah. Tripped over, slapped myself on the shins with it. I thought, yeah, this isn't for me really, is it? Let's go back to some of the basic stuff, get that right first. So, yeah, did a few different things. That room is great, it's nice and air conditioned. It's got lots of different apparatus which you saw I was using. Obviously the punch bags. Now again, I'm quite interested to see what people's feedback is on the punch bags, but I've never properly ever stood at a punch bag in my life. Probably if my mates had one in his garage, I might have hit it before, but I've never actually stood in front of one with gloves on and hit it. So again, that's something which I'm really pleased I was able to do. I think I can see what the benefits are of hitting a punch bag, from a cardio and also from upper body strength, I guess. So I'm going to definitely do that again, but what I think I'll do is go away, to have a look online and make sure I'm doing it right. Because yeah, it got my heart going, and but maybe I need to change how I do it. Maybe it is a better way of doing it. So, but that's what this is all about, isn't it? I'm not an expert. It's about learning. It's about adapting and progressing myself on these things. So the only issue is I think I'm giving myself too much to do at one time. It's another little bit of feedback for myself. So you know, I did a cycle across here today, which maybe took a little bit longer than if I just got the tube. So that puts me back a bit. And then because I was waiting for the studio, I waited around for 15 minutes as well. So it's now really late. And I'm in South, High Street Kensington, and I've now got to get down to Wimbledon and get on the bus to my car. So I'm going to be home really late and eating again, and that's not best practice. It's not exactly what I want to do, but I think ultimately what matters, and for now, is getting into a bit of a routine of working out. I'm absolutely loving it, if I'm honest. Like I said, doing these videos is just added motivation to get the most out of them, push myself each time as well. So that's it for now. Like I said, I probably won't do 2 days in a row again, but the reason I did is I know I won't be doing anything tomorrow because of the football tube station. Better get on, get home, get some food and get to sleep. Catch you later.
Good morning. Oh, I feel awake this morning. I did. Had a late night. Playing FIFA and Worms with Michael, and it made me feel a little bit tired this morning. I didn't get into bed till about midnight, and this morning I had the whole bed to myself, and I was like, I could just starfish, stay here all night. But hey, I'm up, I'm here, I'm early. I've got 25 minutes till it kicks off, but I wanted to get the prime parking space, pretty much the same place as I was last time, and it gives me a bit of time to talk to you guys. So, last time, obviously it was in my first video, I did a 35 minutes and 8 seconds. Now looking on the Parkrun website, and if anyone else is on there, you can search people, my time's higher on there. And I guess it doesn't really matter, it's about 35 seconds slower. But the important thing to remember, and for anyone else that does parkruns and doesn't use a Strava app, means that your parkrun time isn't accurate. And the reason it's not is they don't have chips on you or anything like that. They just have a start line and they hit start when the event begins. So you know, if you're towards the back, which I normally am because I know I'm slower, I don't want to hold up any of the faster people, it means that the clock's ticking already, and it may take you 30 seconds or 40 seconds to get over the start line. So from that point of view, see, that's why no reason Strava is quite important.
Hey, 250. I'm on 10.
Take your disc. 189.
Well done, mate.
So that's done. That was a lot harder than last time. I don't know if it was the heat. I don't know if it's because of this week doing a lot of different bits of exercise. My legs were really sore just before I started. Not like from running, but from the squats and lunges from Thursday's workout. So I don't know if that compromised me. However, I still beat my time. Might only be by 10 seconds, but there was people here doing their 400th park run today. So if I can knock 10 seconds off every time I'm here, 6 runs I'll be a minute quicker, 12 runs will be 2 minutes quicker. So, you know, all of it's progress. It's all about being able to walk before you can run and all that stuff. So I'm happy. Michael did, what did you do? 30 minutes, but he did the last K which is that really nice downhill bit, which I guess you can make up some time, probably where I made up some time both times. He did under 5 minutes, which I can only dream of doing. So he is my motivation in fitness anyway, not much else. But yeah, it was good. So yeah, now I've got a plan for next week. Here again. You coming next week?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Michael's coming. Let's see if we can improve the time again. Maybe I'll just be early night the night before, no FIFA the night before. Feel a bit fresher. Drink plenty of fluids beforehand, just kind of get myself the best opportunity to beat that time is the goal. So I don't have loads of time to talk to you guys after the run today, because I need to head over to Sutton to pick up Kirsty. We're going to look at some cars, so I've got to shoot. I have to say I really enjoyed that run. Just looking at my times, and I'll go into a bit more detail later maybe. I was actually quicker. In my last K, which surprised me because I felt slower. But hey, we'll look into a bit more detail later and I'll chat to you then. But for now, that's all. I'm going to speak to you later. She's going test driving, isn't she? Mummy, don't do any damage. Don't scratch it.
Don't say that.
It's quite nice, isn't it? So this is where, yeah, this is basically where my dad works at the petrol station. And at this place next door, they kind of ferry you to the airport and you park your car here. But as Sydney is a big fan of buses, Mummy's out testing the car. She's got some snapjacks. I've got a coffee and we're chilling in the sun. Sydney, what's that? What is it? Bish? Bish? Bish's bus. You comfortable there? You comfortable? Say hi. Say hi to everyone. Eat with your mouth shut. So that's week 1 done. I have to say that was lots of fun. I'm really pleased I was able to fulfill my promise of doing a week's worth of vlogging and putting it all together. Hopefully it all comes out quite nice when you're filming throughout the week. No idea how it's going to come out. I still haven't edited it yet. That's what I'll be doing after this. But hopefully it comes out quite well, shows you what I've been doing, how I've been pushing myself, and gives me a kind of a platform to work from. It was obviously my second park run as well, so again, I've already kind of positioned myself, so this is the minimum I'm at. So like I said, I'm really pleased that I was able to do that. And today's Sunday. I'm just chilling today, been out around a friend's, Michael and Charlotte's house, just having a relaxing day. Apart from, I did get stung by a wasp, which I'm going to say is not the highlight of my week, but I got zero sympathy from any of my friends, any of my family, considering my wife and my daughter were there, which isn't really fair. And it was basically because it's not labour pains, it doesn't count as pain. So feeling a little bit better now, but it did hurt. I think it was my own fault. I was playing football in the garden, no shoes on, and I trod on a wasp. Luckily it left its sting in, so we was able to pull that out, so that was good. So yeah, like I said, it's been a good week. I feel really energized for it. Got quite a lot done, you know, with the cycle, with, you know, a couple of sessions in the gym, with my park run and progression in my park run in terms of my time. I'm kind of seeing how the videos are motivating me to ensure that I get my exercise in, but also that I kind of push myself each time and I'm not relaxing. Apart from, I guess, my second gym session, which, well, like I said, it was more, I didn't really have a plan for that day, which is not something I'm going to do again. So these lovely chaps have just been walking down, they were dancing, I think they thought I was taking selfies, and they've just subscribed to my channel, so behave like these boys and get on it. See you later, guys. So that was a random turn of events, but you know, it's 2 new subscribers right there, which is good. So yeah, so like this week, that's exactly what my plan is. A couple of gym sessions as well, and then park run on Saturday. I'm also going to try and focus a bit more on what I'm eating, and the other piece I'll be doing is around the sleep. So something I've touched on a few times is about the importance of getting sleep. I've been reading some articles online, and there seems to be some correlation between not enough sleep and retaining your weight, retaining fat, but also having a desire to eat things that aren't good for you. So I need to ensure that I'm getting enough sleep. So that's another focus for this week, to stay healthy, stay motivated, and stay committed to the cause. So that's it for now, guys. I really appreciate your love. Like I said, people like that, it's the only way I'm going to spread the word. I'm not embarrassed anymore to have the camera out. So I'm just on my balcony, and the guys were just walking along. because, you know, I'm proud of what I'm doing, even if some people think it's maybe a bit silly. I'm talking to a camera to myself, or, you know, putting this out there. For me, this is motivation. So these guys coming past, have a bit of banter with me, subscribe to the channel, they do. Do you know what? If they unsubscribe, it's fine. If they don't, they're going to see my video, they're going to want to see themselves in it. So yeah, so that's it. Anyhow, that's it for now. I appreciate your love, and let's get this next week done, get another video out, and I'll see you guys next week.